Hi. We got another one coming through. How they do. These guys just keep yelling at me. The White Light Oracle. And the Murder of Crows. It's a good deck. Let's make some space over here. Ooh, chakras. Shocking. Chakras. Crown chakra, clear quartz, peace and stillness. The answer will be revealed. Okay. So is there overthinking happening? Stress happening? Distraction again? Heart chakra, love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Rhodonite. And third eye, intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. Amethyst. So amethyst, rhodonite, and what was it? Clear quartz. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Is it that you can't distinguish your intuition? Is it that you're ignoring your intuition? I keep hearing integrity, even though that didn't come up, but integrity and love to me are synonymous. Heart, third eye, crown. Not throat. So is this about receiving? And internal, it's internal. How you receive information and the lens that you're viewing it through. Ego, I hear ego. Oh, these guys again, huh? The romance angels. If you're a long time comer to this, you know I hate these cards. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. What it feels like from this so far, what I'm hearing from these cards, well, it's love related, right? And it's about loving, the act of. Love is a verb anyway. And there's possibly something blocking it. The players are love, intuition, safety. Because there's some kind of pause and peace. So it could be, when we're going to find out when we pull more cards, that the situation that you're in is really beautiful, but you're stressed about it. Stress is getting in the way. And the stress is coming in the form of actions being halted, paused, or stifled because of the way you're interpreting your intuitive hits. You're blocking them, or you feel it, but you then go into human mode and start thinking instead of just being like, wow, that's really big and I don't know the answer, but I'm going to not use my brain and I'm just going to go into witness mode. Bear witness to yourself. Observer mode. I'm in that naturally. I'm a photographer, documentary style portraiture. So like I see in photographs and I'm always, it could be a trauma response from way young and feeling never like I fit in, and being also autistic and not knowing till I was an adult. But like the safe thing for me was to remove, to observe. But I also do feel like it is naturally who I am. It probably is because I have Libra 6 times, and that is an observer. You know what I mean? Interesting correlations to like how we all work, making those correlations together. I think that stuff is cool. Okay, let's. Oh, another one. Oh, this deck. Express your love. This came up. I feel like this came up 2 days ago, 2 readings ago. I don't know. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So for sure, there's something that's stopping you from doing something that is heart happy and involves a communion. So it could just be like, that can be so many different levels. It could be that you're just thinking about being open to relationships. And before you can let that energy in, you need to quiet your fears from the past. You need to leave the past in the past. And be as present as possible. And part of that is realizing and recognizing and acknowledging that you have done so much work. You know who you are. Even if you're still figuring out parts of it, you have core pieces. You have the knowledge of core pieces of your identity, not your ego identity, of like who you are. You know them and you know them. And you've had enough experience with living them that you know that they're real. Like maybe you doubted who you were at other points in your life. There's still things that you're figuring out. There's still going to be things that you figure out, but you know enough of core tenets, is what I'm hearing, of your blueprint, that you can move forward in confidence. And that means trusting your intuitive hits and your intuition. I don't know what's going on with my body. I like sitting not in a chair because, yeah, that makes more sense, right? If this is me receiving energy, and I receive energy, we all do, but I'm like, a lot. I need to stretch a lot if you know me in real life. Like, a lot. Oh, even that, like, that's a core tenet of myself, where most of my life, you can't do that in school. Imagine. Or at work, or, like all of our, so many of our natural fail safes, things that were put into place in our DNA to keep us safely preserved in our divine and our human, were fucking like whacked out of us. Getting to know each other. This came up too. I might not have said it out loud, but I know I saw it. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it's all the same thing. Go ahead and do it. Go where your heart is leading you. You can trust in it. And when I say heart, I mean your heart mind, right? And when I say lead where your heart is leading you, always what's leading you is your rooted self. But the one center that's dominant right now is heart led, if that makes sense. But never forget your rooted center first, your root chakra, the space between where your sit bones are internally, where your fire is. You feel me? Your center. I'm hearing spine and sternum. Okay. Wow, another one? No. Okay, I'm not gonna fight. I won't fight it. I've come so far. I used to fight him. Oh, wow. Okay, fine. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. The separation is temporary and the separation is healthy. It's helping you, both of you. I don't even know, you might know each other, you might not know each other. Doesn't matter. You're both doing similar things simultaneously, pretty much, because that's why it will work out, because your frequencies are equal. You're just, the ingredients are slightly different. There's like, from each of you, do you know what I mean? You're coming from like, the commonality is the frequency, and the commonality is all of the things you both individually have to do separately and always and foremost to keep your specific frequent vibration matching the frequency. So it's going to look slightly different, but they all have an energetic stamp. You feel me? Like all the shades of blue. I don't know. They might have different energetic stamps. Colors, if they're different shades. Do they have different energetic stamps, or are they all the same still frequency? I don't even know if I'm using the right words. If you're into quantum physics and stuff and you know the correct terminology, let me know in the comments, because this is I don't this is Akashic for me. That's how I know this stuff. It's tapping into my Akashic, but not really in this case knowing humanly, like looking it up in the human world. It's sideways. Make sure they're, oh no, they are upside down. Okay, let me turn them the right way. So if that was, we're going to turn it this way. Okay, I'm okaying. Temperance, is that temperance? Yes. Temperance, Sagittarius, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is the bottom. This is the split. No, I'm not going to look underneath there yet. Hold on. Go birds. Funny. Slow and steady. Slow and present. Put that there. Slow and present. Just present. If you're present, your tempo will be whatever is required because you're present. What's underneath it? It's the moon. Wait. Yeah. The moon is under the temperance. Oh, it's a long time coming. It's a long time coming. You've been working on this for a long time, and it's such a there's such a sweetness and a gentleness. You're going to make the right choice. There's something that needs to be done here. They're not, wait, we did get an express, didn't we? Yeah. So there is throat. Throat is coming up in the real life, not in the chakras. The chakras are heart, third eye, crown. So that's like something blocking your divine receiving. Something is like there's like a filter. And so that's what to work on internally and externally. There is an action, a reassurance, and an expression and passion. So like this feels really good for you, whatever it is. You know it in your, you know it. You know it in your being. It's different from times before in your previous. You feel it, you, because you're able to recognize energetic stamps and frequency, energetic signatures in your body, in your this tangible self, and you know that the connection is fueled by magic, by science, by spiritual, by the energetic, by energy, whatever. You know, I know you know what I mean. You know that, and that's coming up because look, it's the Ace of Pentacles. It's the solid path. It's the path that leads you home. You're on your path in the beginning of building it. And there's just a little bit more grace and patience to show yourself. But you are all of your moon source energy. This is the time to tap into that and keep yourself rooted. Just ask to be blessed to receive the message and to understand the message, comprehend the message, and integrate it into you to be able to recall it whenever, enact it whenever, and whatever else. Those are like baseline. You know, you gotta be as thoughtful as possible in considering what energetic frequencies you're asking to tap into. So if you just say, like, I won in May, an a weekend retreat at this fancy spa thing. I think it was maybe it was in the Catskills. It was upstate New York, and I knew it was online. It was on the internet, on Instagram, and it was for this app that I have of physical therapy thing called Every Mother, to close your separated abdominal wall. And whatever, I followed them on Instagram once I got the app. And I saw the thing, win a whatever weekend for you and a person, whatever, on Mother's Day. It was for Mother's Day. And I knew I was going to win it. And I entered and I won. But I couldn't go because I had surgery. I would have been like 7 days post-op for my third surgery in 9 weeks. It was a revision surgery. So I didn't say, I'm going to win this, let me win this and successfully like be able to go. You know what I mean? To be able to like go. But I you know what I'm saying? So like it matters. It matters. But you don't stress yourself about what you're asking for. You can, share it in the comments, the way that you ask for things, the words you use. It might be really helpful. It would be really helpful for other people to see. All right. Should we pull that one that came out, or should we pull another one? New bottom, new middle. Oh, the wolfie wants to talk. The wolf wants to talk? Okay, hold on. The wolf on the white light oracle. Ooh. I don't know if that just showed up in my eyes, but everything just... What's the word? Whoa. Flipped a... Hold on. I'm going to drink some water. Something strange is happening on my insides. I don't know. I don't know what it is. What do you call it when you're like, when everything flips out of vision, but your eyes don't close? That just happened. Oh, okay. Wait, are they upside down? Hell, why do I keep doing this? Well, maybe it wants to be read upside down. Interesting. We'll take it both ways. It's the Three of Wands. So, and the Three of Cups. Threes. Threes are a fucking pattern in the last, this is what, the third reading? Maybe it's the fourth. I don't know now. The Three of Cups. And the Emperor? Is it the, yep. It's the fucking Emperor. I think the Emperor's getting ready to take his throne. Okay. I think it's both ways. I think it goes reversed and upright. Because I think it's representing like what the obstacle is right now. Because there's an obstacle and a pause. Oh, we still didn't look at the main card. Hold on. I don't want to yet. It's like wanting to take flight, but you're not quite ready yet. Like your wing is still mending or growing, but you're close. You can get up, but like you need support. And you are at a place where it's equal. The level of divine support you need is equal to the level of physical actual support. It's right there. It's a decision. It's a choice. You're as far away from what you're trying to manifest as a choice. You make the choice and you step through the portal. It's all right fucking there. It's clear. The stillness, right? Wasn't that one of the peace and stillness? The answer will be revealed. So remember the stress. If you're feeling stress, it's a misalignment and you're not present. You're in the past or in the future. You're not in the present if you're stressed. If stress is not a positive thing. So you want to immediately, as quick as possible, address it. You know, take that one step at a time. Just know that it's an important thing that you're going to address, and that's the only decision you need to make. This is important for me to address the recognition of stress in my stress, and so I'm going to pay attention to when I feel stressed. I'm going to hit an alert in my head and do the work, whatever I need to do. Okay, why am I stressed? Where am I feeling it in my body? What was I thinking right before? What happened right before? Am I holding my breath? You know what I mean? It's like flailing. Stress is like flailing when being still is required. Let's see what we got. It's the fucking world card. Oh, it's a judgment. It's going into the upright. As soon as the choice is made, the portal opens. The judgment is waiting. It's waiting. It's waiting. Oh, on the wolves. Okay, let's see what the... Oh, and there's... Okay, hold on. Major Arcana. Okay, hold on. This deck, the Bon Aguirre. I'm not saying that right. It's French. Augure. E. And Bon is first. It's only Major Arcana. It's a 22 card deck instead of a 78 card full deck with Major and Minor Arcana. It's only Major, which is my favorite kind of decks. Did you hear my cat? Because it's the fucking Emperor. Aries. Doesn't have to be. It's your Emperor itself. Every single person. So it's either your own Emperor or somebody in the energy in your life. But it's about stepping into it. My Chiron is in Aries. And Chiron is the wounded healer. It's your wounds. How your wounds show up. So you can look and see if you have Aries in your chart, where it is and how that would impact you specifically. It would be different for everybody. I think it's like an insect. I don't know. The Emperor energy is the pivotal energy in this. And it's going to be different for everybody as to how it shows up. It could show up in more than one way. And if this sounds foreign to you, look up descriptions of the Emperor. Couple different ones, at least two, okay? And see whose energy it fits. The fucking Emperor. So I'm saying though, look, it's huge, okay? The level, the weight, the power and strength of the energy of this that we're dealing with is huge. This is your path home. If you're the Emperor energy in this, you are showing up no longer doubting any part of you at your core. That is sealed. You know who you are. You may still be working on how it shows up, how you speak, or how you maintain that core of you around energies that are conflicting and repelling. You know what I mean? For anything that's like gaslighty or out of alignment, because there's still that part in here of a learning. You're still learning because you're still getting up courage over here to trust in yourself so that you move where you're passionate. Like maybe you need to say something. There's something that needs to be said to express your love, right? And I keep hearing truth. There's a truth that needs to be shared. And right now, the not doing it is halting everything else. As soon as the choice is made and the recognition, you literally, it's like somebody flipped the lights on and you realized, what the fuck, I'm standing in my dream home or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Justice on the bottom and the High Priestess. We have Libra, which happy Libra. Today's first day of Libra season. And Pisces. Libra and Pisces. Justice and the High Priestess. Judgment, Justice, the Emperor, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is Empress energy before it alchemized into Empress energy. It's just the raw source energy of the feminine. The Emperor is the raw masculine. I would say that the human form, so if the Empress is the High Priestess, would the Emperor be the Hierophant? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you have an opinion on the connections there for anybody who reads tarot, I would love to hear it in the comments. I am working on something, a community-based tarot spirituality experience thing that I will be sharing soon. I don't know when, but soon. Yeah, all right. Justice and the High Priestess. You have been actively manifesting something, and it's all right here. It already exists. The thing that's blocking it is you. And it's a thought. It's literally a thought. It's a thought. All it is going to take is a literal decision, a yes, a clarity and a decision. And you might already have this. It might be not about clarity. The clarity you might have is that you can trust yourself and the universe, and you don't need to know all the answers and stuff. You know that this thing, because it clearly hasn't gone away, there's something that hasn't gone away. And you tried to maybe categorize it or compartmentalize it or ignore it or deny it, or you dipped in your toes. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like it hasn't been fully expressed yet. And there's been a lot of holding back. And it's at a pivotal point. It's at a pivotal point. Because if whoever is holding back continues to hold back, but the other party involved keeps evolving, you're going to not match up on frequencies. You're not going to, it's just what's going to happen. You know what I mean? And they're not going to be held down. They're going to just keep finding the next higher one. You know what I'm saying? Or you will, you feel me? So like, if this timeline is something you're in it, like you gotta take care of the whatever needs to be taken care of if you want to go have some peace and ease in your life right now, because it will be. it will be peaceful. There will still be, it's not going to be without like figuring things out, but you're going to have to stay, your communicating is going to be number one in this. I feel like I'm getting bit by a mosquito. Oh, these guys. This is going to be some kind of practical advice. Well, practical for spiritual matters, for balancing your masculine and feminine. Balancing your source energy, your divine fuel, and your human self. Suddenly I have to pee. I don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe it's not. No, I don't know. I think we got this the other day, or I got this. I definitely pulled this card, but I think it was in a reading for you guys. 13, 3. And 23, Beta of Spirit Wolf. Okay. Bastet of 174 hertz. I never listened to 174 hertz. I meant to do that. I'm going to do it. I don't know how to say this. Obadiah. I don't know. I'm going to go to the bathroom and then I'm going to come back. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'll look at them so I can summarize. Yeah. Ooh. Sat down too fast, I think. I briefly looked through them. I didn't want to lose the flow, so I'm coming back before fully reading all three, but we're going to go. It's really interesting. So it's like, again, dualities and the aligning of those aspects, your yin and yang, your two opposing foundational energies, light and dark, masculine, feminine, human, divine, 3D, 5D. You feel me? Any of the ways. A cat and a wolf. The cat goddess and a wolf, the wolf god. You feel me? So I'm going to read you the little blurby thing under the Beta of Spirit Wolf because this is like the overarching energy for advice. Give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty come confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. That's what the Three of Wands is. It's transitional. Three of Cups too. Judgment. It's all transitional from one to the next. Three of Wands is you've done all this work. You've called in specific things from the universe probably long ago, and you're at a place where you are now waiting for the train to come. You have your tickets, you made your plans as much as you can, you know what I mean? Like you have a specific but general direction you're heading in, and you're waiting. Like this next leg is out in the ether, but part of your ether is making this conscious choice. Oh, is it going to tell us what the choice is? In confidence in yourself. What do you stand for? I'm going to keep reading. Commit to your tasks and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. Right? Okay, there were a couple lines that had stood out. Spirit Wolf tunes us into our instincts without creating paranoia or hyper-arousal. This is the medicine of awareness and engagement that comes from tuning in without fear, rather than from defensiveness, suspicion, and building walls against life. Tuning in without fear. This is the medicine to that. And that's what we're talking about, right? That was what came through in the very beginning was like the lens, how you're receiving something. And the lens you're viewing it, filtering it is what I just heard in my head. But I didn't say filter earlier. I think I said view or see. Okay, Spirit Wolf teaches us to soften our energy. This enhances the possibility of resolution. Spirit Wolf calls for lunar wisdom. The moon, right? We talked about the moon energy, and that is the high priestess too. It's very much your intuition in the quietness, in the calm, in the serenity, in the, it just, you can feel it on through your insides like a gentle rain, like drizzle, but like all like washing through you. That's what it feels like. Honoring the non-rational knowing of intuition, trusting our spiritual instincts and inner sense of timing. That's what Spirit Wolf is calling for right now, which is everything this reading has been about. He shows us how to be flexible while remaining connected to our higher purpose. Okay, hold on. He brings the message that your resourcefulness and capacity to meet your needs is greater than you realize. We have it within us to engage all situations with courage and willingness. Right. We will always find a way through. There's a reminder that connection is an essential ingredient in our approach to life. To thrive and have as much fun as the intelligent, playful, successful, adaptable, and resourceful wolf, we need love in our lives. To experience love, we must be willing to reach out, open up, and run the risk of letting love in, as well as to share it unconditionally without thought for what we can get out of it. Beta brainwaves oscillate between 14 hertz and 40 hertz. It's the pattern of our waking state when our alertness and reasoning are heightened. If our beta waves become excessive, it can be challenging to transition into more relaxed states, and the result is increased stress. Stress is a significant problem for the human collective, and the negative impact on our health and planet is considerable. Okay. Beta waves are stimulating, and while heightened arousal is beneficial in small doses at appropriate times, if this becomes our dominant way of being, our stress levels will compromise our well-being and our wisdom. Beta helps us get things done, but imbalanced, it disconnects us from the nourishing, sacred feminine presence within the heart that generates contentment. Interesting. So, because this is all very masculine driven with the Emperor, right? But also not, because so much feminine energy because of all the moon stuff. I lost where I was going to go there. Oh, I remember what it was. Right now, the masculine aspect is needed to take accountability, to take action, right? But I think once that happens, the portal you're stepping into is your feminine receiving side too. You right now you need the masculine side to ask for the feminine receiving side, which sounds to me like um, you're about to allow yourself to open up and be vulnerable. You're about to be vulnerable, and you're about to put your vulnerability, you're about to share it with someone who's going to be able to contribute to the heightening of it or the decreasing of it. And that's terrifying. That's what this feels like and sounds like in my head, like what I'm hearing. Beta excess is progress at any cost. Beta deficiency results in lack of focus and inattention to what is happening, so problems are not readily solved. Spirit Wolf brings a healing recalibration of our beta waves so we can avoid depression and feel motivated, yet also know when to step back and reconnect to the slower healing rhythms of the heart and soul, literally. What do we say? Just be present, right? That's how you know slow and slow heart. Or I said something about slow in the beginning, presence. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to just show you, I'm going to put it up, the healing process, so you can screenshot this and I'll go to the next page. It's some kind of body rub. You can screenshot it. Okay, so let's go to 13. Bastet of 174 hertz. I think it's crazy that these, let's look at them all together too, actually. Because there's, look at it. Again, that was silent because I was showing something. So if you can like go back 10 seconds and look, it might benefit you. We'll read the little blurby because I didn't full go through these. You've been moving so fast for so long that you're not realizing how wound up you've become. Wasn't yesterday's reading about being stressed and not realizing how stressed you were, right? Or something like that? Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower, healing rhythm, and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now shall soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. I feel like someone is having a really deep realization right now, and it's really beautiful, and it's like weeping. You're weeping. It's moving you to tears, or your soul is like weeping in it's but beautiful. It's a healing kind of weeping. It's like releasing the grief and allowing the beauty back in. Okay. So Bastet is the healer, and she is deeply, deeply psychic. So think again, the moon. And she existed in celebration. She's the goddess of dance, festivals, birth, healing, and sacred potions. Her sacred cult was one of beauty, pleasure, and enjoyment. Libras, Venus, Taurus. Worshipping her was not about ignoring the problems that are part of being alive. Just as cats see in the dark and are natural and skillful hunters, Bastet was often called upon for psychic protection from hidden negativities and to secure one's life force and enhance one's vitality. She integrates healing with pleasure, relaxation, and a sensual connection. So that is what this romantic involvement you're about to be in or whatever is. You're going to heal each other. You already know this because you've already had some kind of experience enough to know what it feels like or what it's going to feel like, and that it's real. When it's real, you've been lifted to a level that you've not ever been to, and you know, oh, I just hit it, like there's no backward here, like, oh, it unlocked a whole new thing I didn't even know existed, and but yet here it is. There's a lot of healing. You're going to get to levels psychically that you've never gotten to before, individually and together. You're doing it together. You're adding a third thing. The third thing is your energy plus their energy. Together makes a third thing. And then all of the things you create from the third thing, you're going to create together. And that's going to look different for everybody too. It's going to play out in all different ways. But remember, it's the Ace of Pentacles. It's your path home, right? Bastet shows us how to slow down and smell the roses. So that's having like appreciation for being present, right? Reverence for all things alive. So slow down and smell the roses while applying their perfumed oil to our bodies and breathing in their high frequency scent to protect and soothe the heart. It's about reverence and how you regard the other person in this union, and the thing you make together. That's what this is for a lot of you. This is you, the other person, and then this is what you're making together, and you guys are keeping it alive, you know? When you really see something and have true regard for it and reverence for it, you're going to use all the parts of whatever it is. You're going to know that it's not just one surface thing, what it looks like. You're visually taking in information, and that is changing you cellularly. You're smelling it, that's changing you cellularly, right? You're touching it, there's things to do that enhance it, and that help it. You have to prune plants. They have to be pruned in order to stay healthy. You feel me? There's the life cycle and everything. And this is learning how to do it from a steady, confident, non-doubtful foundation. So this talks about using the frequency of 174 hertz. It's a musical version of a low frequency purring of a cat. It's medically therapeutic. And it's asking you to right now to like restore, not just relax. You have to relax so you can restore and rejuvenate so you can be rejuvenated. You feel me? Don't just go and be gluttonous about whatever you're doing right now. You need to rest, but you need to rest to restore. You're done the rest to rest part. You're on the, okay, I'm resting because the goal is to restore. So you can come out of here and make that choice. In the silence, you're going to get your info. You're going to make the choice so that the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups flip to the upright. The Emperor, who was over here in the upside down, is coming out in the upright. You're flipping it so the judgment can be called to the upright, and you embody all of this. Justice is justice. The star is underneath justice, which is a reward when you've had to deal with enormous amounts of fucking chaos, unnecessary chaos in the universe. You have kept yourself aligned and you made all the choices, even though you've been through shit, but you're steady. And the universe is like, we got your back. We're coming. We're coming. Don't give up faith, okay? We deal with issues far more effectively from a place of peace and relaxation than from stress. Anything you're interested in exploring, any of the sacred arts of pleasure, music, sound, food, touch, massage, healing, play, dance, celebration, art, color therapy, healing with crystals and oils, romantic love. This oracle encourages you to do so. If you've been too hard on yourself, it's time to be kind. Open your heart to the divine feminine for guidance and inspiration. Okay, here's the healing process. Down here. You want to screenshot it? And then we'll go to the next page for the rest of it. Okay, and now we'll do Obadiah. I don't know how to say it. I never got this one before. Excuse me. Do not turn away from your path, nor from what you know in your heart to be true. No matter what appears to be, nor what logic may dictate, trust what your heart is telling you. We're going full circle. Full circle to the beginning of the reading. You are safe and protected by spirit. You are spiritually empowered with all you need to manifest your authentic soul path. Your path home. Your path home is, pentacles are the alchemy of your soul and your spirit and your body. And making it real. Making things with it. Building a future, building a home, literally, figuratively. Earth signs. Gardening, roots, literal roots, not just energetic roots. You have what it takes to connect with the light and live that connection in practical ways which contribute positive energy to our human collective. It's the Latin basis for the word obedience, obedire. Far from conforming to authority, the original meaning was to listen, to hear, and to not turn away. It's about becoming a sacred rebel, giving up faith in the ways of the world and embracing the ways of the Spirit unconditionally. That means refusing to torture yourself with horror stories that society and your own mind conjure up. This guidance is encouraging you to connect through your heart with the spiritual light, wisdom, and guidance within. The oracle asks you to believe in the power of spirit to show you the way through all troubles. There is a message from our loving universe for you. You will feel it in your own heart. Just stop looking for it. Go take care of you and go enjoy, literally go experience your surroundings. If you're hungry and you're about to make food, look at everything with reverence, literally. Be thankful for everything that it took. Be present with it. You understand what I'm saying? The answer is going to come when you're doing that, when you're just being present. So don't worry about that. The faith is not worrying about the when, but knowing you'll be guided to do it. And if you already know, like your heart is like, yo, do it, then do it now. You know what your answer is for you. A vibrant and powerful personality may feel initial resistance or confusion when asked to become soft to the ways of spirit. This sort of obedience is not about giving away your power or becoming someone you're not. When we are receptive to spirit, we become more unique, not less. We become more ourselves. We become more open. This oracle asks us to get out of our own way. We make things more difficult for ourselves even when our intentions are good. It's because we see things from a limited or partial perspective. Oh. This doesn't mean we should refuse to act at all. It just means that as we practice sensing and following spirit by tuning into the heart, we will act from a more centered and wisely guided place. Okay. Our actions will be more likely to hit the mark. The more awakened we are, the more genuine benefit for all beings can unfold through our endeavors. Absolutely true. That's absolutely true. To be clear, the guidance of this oracle is not to hand over your power nor to seek out spirit to tell you what to do. It is always up to you to exercise your free will and live your life as you choose. Sometimes the responsibility behind such freedom might seem too much, but this is our task as human beings, to own our freedom and exercise it with wisdom and delight. I don't feel like we need to read that. When you trust your courage more than your doubt, you will be ready to listen to spirit and act on what you perceive. You will be capable, willing, and ready to live as a light on this earth, because you are. You are capable. You are. You are also encouraged to ditch the drug of doubt. It sends you on a mission to gain approval before making every decision, doubt, or to have a solid answer. Approval can become the hit that alleviates doubt temporarily, but it prevents you from building the strength you need to listen for your own spiritual knowing. You have it within you to be spiritually sovereign. That's huge. I might call this that. Like, I feel like this is how I feel. It's probably going to turn a lot of people off, but then I don't know that that's bad, but like they definitely could benefit from listening to this. But that's the truth. That was like the core truth for me. You have it within you to be spiritually sovereign. Okay. I would click on it. You feel me? Because I know that's a fundamental core truth right there. This oracle asks you to recognize your inner potential and to practice trusting yourself and your capacity to respond to life's unpredictable happenings with soul-honoring integrity. Here is the healing process down here. And then little flippy flips. Okay. I was like, whoa, this is only 26 minutes, but I remembered that I stopped the other one halfway through. So, yeah, it's much longer. I feel like we need one more thing to go, but like, I don't have any decks I didn't already use. I don't have any other oracle decks. Am I going to go run in the other room and get one? I am. I'm going to turn this off. Am I? No. Be right back. Time me out. Time how long? Hi, I'm back. 4 decks. 4. We got the Rainbow Warrior, the Empathic Oracle, the sacred creators, and the Oracle of Mystical Moments. So this was the last one, but this one wants me to open it first. Okay. Rose Garden. We're going to look at them all together. Let's see. Oh, you fell on top of there, huh? Interesting. The Star and the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, this guy? No, this guy. We're going backward from how they jumped out at me. Oh, the pages of this book. Fell out. Okay, Sacred Creators. Ooh, interesting. I was like, it wants a shuffle. Oh, wow. 100 million of them fell out. 3. What do you really want? Gratitude again. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. It's just confirmation, right? Being clear about who you really are. What do you really want? What do you require to have in a partner in life around you to keep you in your highest, to support your highest vibrational self, to be a reflection of that. And then understanding that part of that is allowing yourself to enjoy it and having gratitude, being present and having reverence, right? Bringing like a sense of reverence to yourself and to everything else, to recognize that energy in you. If you recognize this divine energy in something outside of you, it's because you recognize it because it's you too, you know? The Empathic Oracle. Ooh. There we go. That's more than one. 14 focus and 25 gates. Entryway. Really is about communion. We'll look them up. And the Rainbow Warrior deck. It's a cool deck. They're all cool decks, right? I have a lot of decks. I'm nowhere near done. There's just so many different aspects and things to tap into and ways to do it, and you know what I mean? You need to have tools to be able to help all the different people to translate. You can't just speak in one language, the universal language. 20. Ooh. Passion, beautiful, opening. I felt it right in my heart. Let's start with that guy. I'm getting hungry. Rebel, freedom. There's something about being a rebel on one of the spiritual rebel. Is that what it was? I don't remember. Rebel, choice, or rebel. Awareness, rejoice. Movement, enslavement, release. Freedom is a way of life we choose for ourselves or offer to another. Freedom. Think about a relationship as an offer of freedom. That's fresh. That's what I want. That's the relationship I want to be in. I have that with all my besties. World history is littered with art. Hold on. We are charged with the responsibility of releasing ourselves from the bondage by which we are imprisoned. So for some of you, this is about closure, right? And some of you, it's moving on without it, making the choice that you don't need any more clarity in order to have closure. Attachment is a powerful dynamic we use to learn cooperation with the outer world. Detachment teaches independence of the inner world. Interesting to think about it in this way, because sometimes detachment is you're not in your inner world because you're on the outer world, right? True freedom, however, comes from transcending both, embracing a position defined by the complete acceptance of and the total surrender to the circumstances at hand. The spiritual concept may feel a lot like apathy, but in truth it is the purest form of love and compassion. From what do you need to free yourself? How can you live in freedom? It's to bear witness and be an observer, and not, if you're observing and bearing witness, you're not identifying as it. You know what I mean? So you're able to be detached in a way so that you are in tune. Interesting. Let's go to the rose garden. Right, it says, I never promised you a rose garden. It's a really old song. It feels like embracing all the aspects of life, but that's not the right word. Stages: sensitivity, awareness of nature, integrated whole, strength. Look at this beautiful woman who has transformed into a flower. She holds a red blooming rose to the place where her heart belongs. Her hair has become a leaf blown by the wind. She is a part of nature and grows stronger with her every gentle touch and loving gesture. She is not alone. Her friends, the caterpillar and butterfly, are here to visit. Thorns threaten to prick her, but she is not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them. It's just, again, it's just another, like a visual and a reminder and another perspective of how to look at you as everything and not see yourself as separate from the one, from the universal law, from the universal source. Separate from belief systems. Okay. The empathic oracle. Focus and I opened right up to focus. My goals are before me, emotion, thought, and action, all in a single focus of their attainment. Are my thoughts scattered, making it difficult to choose? Have outside influences hijacked my ability to be present? If I focused more on the crux of what the situation needs, would my perception of where this is going change, or would the end still be relevant? energy follows intention. Used in manifestation, all our energetic power can be fine-tuned into a single thought to bring into fruition a desired goal. As I said, a thought, right? One thought, and then the portal opens. This is just about fine-tuning your focus, and these are all the different little aspects you need to put in there, pin into place, unlock, in order to get that answer that you're looking for. I don't know. Gates. Today I choose to choose. In this I will begin to learn the dynamic of the energetic context of the presence to growth and choice. What? Today I choose to choose. In this I will begin to learn the dynamic of the energetic context of the presence to growth and choice. So many times as an empath, two differing possibilities collide. The rambling in your thoughts, the experience of what your feelings are, and the energy that presents itself from within or outside of self. An experiential crossroad that is very real and at times with no clear answer because of the overload of information. This is where the gate derives its power. The duality of choice. Step into or freeze in the fear of mistake. The real gift waits on the other side. The place of energetic learning and strength that is gathered from the choosing to climb and move up and forward into the gift of who you are. Am I freezing in inactivity because I feel there is no clear direction of where to go or what to do? Know this, there is no wrong choice. There are only opportunities waiting to be experienced. Each choice will bring you closer to your most authentic expression of who you are. And there you go. What a great fucking reading. Thank you, everyone, for your energy and for putting this out there, that this is where you are. And could I see if I could plug in and translate, because I can, and it's helpful to me too because I'm also here. So mutually beneficial and very appreciated and grateful. Thank you all. I will see you whenever y'all call on me again. Okay. Ciao, ciao.